Today we are in Falls Church, Virginia, checking out a brand new home from a brand new local builder. This home has 5 beds, 4 full baths, 2 half baths, a 2-car garage, and is just over 5,000 square feet on 3 levels. The home is located right next to Lake Barcroft, and you're just minutes to Arlington, Annandale, and downtown Falls Church. The asking price for this one is $1,675,000. And with that being said, let's start the tour. And if you have any questions or would like to set up a showing, just reach out to me below. All right, let's get this tour started. This is a pretty cool house because it's not one of these like 10,000 square foot palaces or anything like that. It's a definitely more affordable new construction in the Northern Virginia area. So as soon as we walk in here, we have our dining room kind of offset to the right a little bit. So we got the wainscoting on the walls. We got a few windows here to get some light. We got the modern fixture, and we do have these hardwood floors throughout most of the property. This is kind of cool. We got a little nook over here. Put a table or something like that. And I saw they had an open house for like 2 o'clock today, so I think it's like 12:45, but I'm cutting it a little close. So off to our right, this would be like the mudroom area. And we also have one of the half bathrooms, one of the powder rooms. So pretty good closet. We got this little station right here. This is where you do your mail or pay your bills or homework. I don't know. Maybe not homework. And then off to the right is the powder room. So nice to have that right off of the garage and kind of separate from the kitchen area. So this would be the mudroom. We got these gray tile flooring here. Got some hooks and a little bit of space as well. And then have a pretty good sized closet. So we have this closet and then the second closet over to my right. And then this house does have a camera system set up. So the extra security. I like to have a camera system no matter where the house is. So always recommend getting a camera at your house. You never know what you'll find. Sometimes it'll be wildlife. Sometimes it might be crazy neighbors. I've seen all of the above. All right, so I'm gonna give you just a view of the entrance right there. So beautiful entrance, and you get a lot of trees in the background. And let's check out this kitchen. So huge quartz island here with cabinet space below. Plus, of course, you have plenty of cabinets on the wall. Oh, and we actually have a pantry right here. So let me just open this up. This is probably for the open house. They got their crackers and their wine. Maybe I should stay. So we got the KitchenAid refrigerator. Anything good in there? I don't know. Make our way around. We have KitchenAid cooktop and cabinets. So, you know, you might put a backsplash, but it's definitely a very nice setup here. Plenty of space, and I love the backdrop looking at all these trees. and we'll see the lot, but it kind of slopes down, so you actually have a pretty nice view of everything. Always got to open up some cabinets because people always ask me to do that. On every video, someone says, hey, you need to open these up more. All right, so we got the KitchenAid dishwasher. So it's pretty much the KitchenAid appliance package. You got the nice, I believe this is quartz. It might be granite countertops here. Good size sink for like in your neighbor's yard. We got our staging going on here. And then we got the KitchenAid stove and microwave. So let me just back up a little bit and show you the kitchen from this side. So I like that it's just kind of all in the corner, but it's also nice and open. So on this side, we have another eating area. Not the formal dining room, of course, but plenty of space in this corner to set up a table. They even got the camera set up on the ceiling right there, so gotta be careful what I say. Oh, this house is pretty nice. And like I mentioned, this house is definitely one of the more affordable new construction homes that we've seen. Because this neighborhood, and look at the view, you can see, I believe that's the skyline area. So you can see some of the skyscrapers in the background there. You're really close to Lake Barcroft. So this is a pretty scenic lot, and it slopes down, so I don't think there would be like water issues. It'd be less likely at least. Yeah, just a very, very scenic lot. You don't hear traffic or anything. Close to Arlington. Well, they got a lot going on in this backyard. Yeah, you have a lot of possibilities. So you do have a walkout basement. And yeah, I meant to say this neighborhood, if you drive around, it's definitely more like of the older, smaller houses than the new ones, but no, it's always good to get into a neighborhood earlier, because I could almost guarantee you like 10 years from now, this neighborhood will have a ton of like $2 million houses and brand new homes. So check out this huge picture window. Pretty epic view of all the trees. We got the coffered ceilings here. I think I'm supposed to turn on a few more lights, but you get the idea. Very gorgeous tall ceilings. You can see the other corner. And we have the fireplace. Looks like a gas fireplace. And then you kind of have some more space over here. All right. So we will make our way upstairs and tell me what you're thinking so far about the property. And of course, if you want to set up a showing for this house or any homes around Northern Virginia, DC, Maryland, just reach out to me below and I would love to assist you. So we have 4 bedrooms up here, and this is kind of cool. You have just like a hangout space. Tell me what you would do with this space. I guess put like a couch or kind of just like an open space. So you can see some of the houses here, you know, you have the smaller, older homes, which some are really nice. But I think some will probably be taken down, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, depending on how you see them. So what do we have here? Okay, we got a hallway closet. Pretty good size closet. make our way down this hallway, and this would be bedroom number 1. And again, we have the hardwood floors, pretty tall ceilings. Just give you another like view of the neighborhood, how you see there's like the smaller homes. But this is a pretty good sized room. The vanity. This one has the tub, the nice gray tile going up. Wave to the camera. The mirror's a little low, or maybe I'm a little tall. Yeah, the trampoline, usually not the best for resale value. But, I mean, who doesn't love a good trampoline when you're a kid? I forget which comedian was talking about, like the trampoline and the above ground pool. Don't always help the resale value, but it's a good time. All right, so this bedroom has the carpet. Could mean you get a lower price, you know, if you got trampolines in the neighborhood. More room to negotiate. So we got nice carpet here. That's a big house too. And we got the closet, pretty decent size. And this room, all these rooms are pretty good size. For these 2 bedrooms, you have the Jack and Jill setup. So we got the dual vanities. Nice mirrors. We got our shower and bathtub. So kind of like a similar style as the last one. And we do have the pocket doors here. We got our closet kind of at an angle. And let me just show you the size of this room. So yeah, the room sizes up here are pretty good. You got the carpet in 2 out of the bedrooms, and then the hardwood floor throughout some of the other bedrooms. It's kind of a cool space over to the left. I still don't know what I would do with it, but it's a cool space either way. All right, we got our laundry set up. So this is actually a pretty good sized laundry room. Obviously, you know, you probably put a few more shelves, but you can always like dress up your laundry room a little bit. You start looking at incredible laundry room designs on YouTube and other places, and you'll get some amazing ideas. All right, so let's check out this primary suite and look at these super tall ceilings. You got the nature views in the background. Spacious area. Let me back up a little bit here. So you could probably put like a fan or light if you wanted over there. And you have this massive picture window. And again, you can kind of see skyline, you know, through the trees. But I like that there's, you know, they have a lot of trees planted in the backyard, so it'll probably be even more green the next few months here, or years. And you're so close to Lake Barcroft. I remember Zillow, they were talking about if you want to buy a property that's going to appreciate in value, you purchase like in the older neighborhood right next to the, you know, one of the top neighborhoods like Lake Barcroft, one of the most expensive neighborhoods. And a lot of time the development kind of spills over into the next neighborhood. So So we got our closet, towel closet. Got these nice tiles, 2 vanities. The water closet with, that was a pocket door, but now you have an actual door. And this would be the main closet here. They got it nicely staged. It keeps going back. So it's just the one closet, but it's a pretty spacious closet. Got the 2 vanities, of course. I like this tub because you're pretty high up. You got the tree views, so it's kind of relaxing. You know, your own little spa. And of course, we have our shower set up. It's kind of like a separate shower, nice tile and glass and cutouts here. Yeah, so it's almost like its own little shower room. So yeah, this is a great setup for somebody because you have the 4 bedrooms. You know, one has the Jack and Jill, but all the other ones have the ensuite bath. Plus you have this hangout area, plus you have nice views into the back, quiet street, hardwood floors up here. Well, carpet in a couple of them, but these cool windows. All right, so let's go check out the basement. We still have 1 level to go. So if you made it this far, tell me where you're watching from. I'm always curious if it's a neighbor, if it's somebody halfway across the world, which I get a lot of those people. Let me give you a view from here, and we'll head down to the basement. And of course, if you have any questions about this house or any homes around Northern Virginia, DC, Maryland, just reach out to me below, and I would love to assist you. All right, so as soon as we come down here, we have this closet, and we have this tile flooring throughout this level. Pretty tall ceilings in here. That's like pretty bright as well. Right here, you kind of have like a space for something. And this builder, they left a couple things for like a future homeowner if they wanted to do. So this would just be more like a storage kind of space, or like a den, or maybe a bedroom if you really needed to. I'd probably turn it into a sauna if I could. But here you have, I don't know if it's this room or the other room, you have a hookup for additional bathrooms and laundry and that kind of thing. So this is the utility room. Yeah, so right here is, you have the hookup for a second laundry room if needed. And then I believe there's also a rough-in for another bathroom. I think they said 1.5 bathrooms. Storage. Oh, so we have like another mudroom kind of area. And we got our full bath in the basement. Always nice to have that, especially because we have a bedroom right next to it. So this bathroom's connected to this bedroom. Got our little window up there, but then we have our egress window going out, looking out into the backyard. You can see the slope. So we do have like the covered deck, covered porch. But wintertime, you know, it could be fun. You get the sleds out. But you gotta watch out for that fence, of course. So we got our closet. And again, this is a spacious room, tall ceilings, connected to the full bath. And I don't know if we went over here yet. Okay, so you got the half bath across from the full bath because that's more for like somebody that's sleeping down here. And so this would be like the main living area kind of space, which again, you have plenty of space here. Put a TV. Now, what is behind this little wall right here? All right, just like a little nook. Not exactly sure what you would do with that space. I'm sure maybe you could put some shelves. Put your CDs, if people have CDs anymore. Oh, and this is incredible. You got the birds chirping. You got lights up here. It's covered. Slopes away from the house. So, and you got the view of the skyline as well. So this is very peaceful and relaxing. Could you imagine yourself sitting here looking out on this view? Just close this up. All right, so let me know what you thought about this one and be sure to check out some other property tours on the channel.